comprehension strategy number 3. For this one, I chose determining the author's purpose. Alright, guys, so today we're going to talk about another comprehension strategy, which is determining the author's purpose. So I'll give you the definition. It says, identify why the author wrote the text by giving specific examples from the text to support the reader's inference. Deepen understanding for how to read and comprehend the text. So authors usually don't tell us why they wrote their selections. We as readers have to figure that out. And as good readers, every time we go to pick up a book, just mainly by examining the cover and the title, we can figure out why this book was written and what the purpose for us is. So the author's purpose, there's 3 reasons why authors write books. The reasons are persuade, inform, and entertain. An easy way to remember this is PI. I'm going to write this on the board. P-I-E. PI. The P is for persuade. We're going to talk about each of these. So the P is for persuade. The I is for inform. And the E is for entertain. Okay, so let's talk about persuade. Persuade means the author wants us to view a certain, the author wants us to look at the book in a certain way. He wants to persuade us or move us to believe something that the book is about, okay? Inform is simply to give us information about a topic or something. Most of the time, inform is with nonfiction books, books that are real. They are here for information. Finally, the last one is entertain. Entertain is just for our enjoyment. They wrote it just so we can read it and enjoy it, and that's the only reason. So keep those in mind. We are going to look at a book. It's called The Jelly Beans and the Big Dance. Now let's look at the cover at first. I'll show you a picture. Let's try and figure out by the cover just some ideas what we think the author's purpose is about. Do you think the author wrote this book to persuade us to believe something? Maybe, we don't really know. What about information? Do you think the author wrote this book to give us information? No, because clearly you can see the front of it are animals dressed in ballet costumes, very colorful, very cartoonic. And just the title, The Jelly Beans and the Big Dance. Well, I mean, can jelly beans really dance? No. Can cats and pigs really dance? No. So we know it's not to give us information because, like I said, if the author wrote a book for information, to inform us, most of the time it's going to be a nonfiction. What about entertain? Did the author write this book just to make us laugh or to give us entertainment? Maybe. So let's try to decide between the first, persuade or entertain, okay? I'm going to read the book and I want you to think what the author's purpose is. Before we read it, some questions you can ask yourself in order to figure out the purpose. The first one, do you know anything about the author? Sometimes if we already have read books that the same author has written, we know that the author has one purpose. Do I know anything about the author? Have you ever read a book from the author? So things like that. That's some things you can ask. How might you approach reading this text? If you already know the author and know what kind of stories they write, how does that make it different? So we have never read a book from this author. It's called The Jelly Beans and the Big Dance. She danced while waiting for the bus. She danced while watching TV. She even danced while brushing her teeth. Emily skipped all the way to school for her very first dance class. She walked into the studio and looked around. She saw one girl reading a book, one playing with a soccer ball, and one drawing in a sketchbook. "Welcome," the teacher said. "I'm Miss Tingley Weezer. Please put your things in the cubbies." Emily saw name tags on the cubbies. Emily, Nicole, Bitsy, and Anna. The girl playing with the ball shoved it into the one marked Nicole. "I love to dance," said Emily. "Not me," Nicole said. "I like to play soccer. My mom made me take this class." "I'd rather paint," said Bitsy. Anna shyly put her book away. "In a month we will have a recital," said Miss Tingley Weezer. "We will be dancing to a delightful song called 'Oh Little Bug.'" "Bugs are icky," said Bitsy. "I'm afraid of bugs," Anna mumbled. "My little brother ate a bug once," Nicole shared. Emily was disappointed. She was hoping to be something wonderful, like a princess, not a bug, and it looked like she wasn't going to be friends with Anna, Nicole, or Bitsy either. They had nothing in common. Miss Tingley Weezer had them make a circle and spin around and around. Bitsy got dizzy and bumped into Emily, who knocked into the cubbies. Their name tags fell on the floor. "Hey," said Emily, "the first letters of our names spell bean." "I hate beans," said Nicole. The next few classes were just as awful. After the fourth one, Emily got into the car with her mother. "Our dance should be called the No Good Bugs," Emily grumbled. She was very disappointed with her new dance class. "Would a trip to Petunia's cheer you up?" her mother asked. "Yes," said Emily. Emily looked over all the candy. She finally decided on something special that she hoped would make dance class better. The next day, Emily twirled and jumped, while the other girls fumbled their steps. After class, Emily asked, "Remember how our names spell out bean?" Emily gave each girl a little bag. They opened them quickly. "Jelly beans. I love jelly beans," said Bitsy. "Me too," said Nicole. "They're my favorite candy." "Jelly beans are all different flavors, but they still go well together. Maybe we could too. We can be the dancing jelly beans." Everyone liked that idea, but our dance is still about icky bugs, Bitsy complained. "I bet we can figure out a way to make this recital really great," said Emily. Anna showed them books about bugs at the library. They found some bugs they actually thought were cute. Bitsy helped the girls design their costumes. Nicole taught them exercises she learned from soccer to get them in shape, and Emily worked with the others on their dance steps. Finally, the big night arrived. "Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the jelly beans," said Miss Tingley Weezer. "They will now perform 'Oh Little Bug.'" The jelly beans took their places on stage. Emily looked at the audience. She had never seen so many people in one place. Emily realized she didn't remember any of the steps. "What's wrong?" Nicole whispered. "I'm scared," said Emily. Nicole took Emily's hand and started to do some silly soccer kicks. Then Anna and Bitsy started kicking too. Emily was having so much fun that she forgot to be scared and remembered her steps. The jelly beans did "Oh Little Bug" from beginning to end. They twirled and skipped, they tiptoed and jumped, they danced and pranced and boogie-woogied. The crowd whistled and clapped. "Hooray for the jelly beans," they cheered. The jelly beans bowed and went backstage to change. "I almost messed up the recital," Emily said. "But it was perfect," said Anna. "Your kicks were great," said Nicole. "I bet you're good at soccer." "We could be the Jelly Bean Soccer All-Stars," Bitsy said. "I just hope I don't forget when to kick," Emily said. They all went to Petunia's for their favorite candy, jelly beans. Okay, so now let's figure out the author's purpose. So we said it was not informed because it didn't give us any factual information. Persuade. Did the author persuade us to think one way? No. So I think our best bet is entertain, which means that the author just simply wanted us to read, or the author wrote this book to just give us entertainment, to make us smile, something for us to read for fun. So figuring out the author's purpose, you can start doing that process just by looking at the cover, or if there's no picture, by reading the title. Once you dive deeper into it, usually by the first couple pages of the book, you'll start to figure out the author's purpose. Therefore, it will help your comprehension skills. Thanks. guys.